Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm trying out a new style of video today. Last time we checked out a brand new mod, or not that new, it's a couple months old, called M-Coaster. That's what lets you create these smooth, realistic coasters like I am right here. Today we're using M-Coaster to recreate the Cyclone from Coney Island. It's arguably the most famous roller coaster of all time. You've probably heard of it. Unfortunately, there are a couple issues with the way that this mod interacts with the replay mod. Some of the track is invisible right now, but later on it'll all become visible. It's just like a quirk with the way it works. I'm not really sure why. Basically, the way I'm doing this is I have Minecraft open in one window, and then what you can't see is that I have Google Earth open in another window. And on Google Earth, I'm just using like the measurement tools to measure out like how tall it is, the length of all the drops, everything like that. So everything that I'm building here is almost exactly one-to-one with how it is in real life. I am noticing that it looks, in like how I'm looking at it, it looks like it is bigger than it is in real life, but I can confirm it's the exact same size, which I believe is 27 meters if I remember correctly, or 27 blocks in Minecraft. It's built exactly one-to-one. Right here I'm adding in some supports using pale oak fences. I'm using the Axiom mod for this, which is not something I've ever used before, so I'm kind of learning as I'm going. And then you can see there's kind of like that chunk of spruce track just appeared. What I used for that is the path tool in the Axiom mod, and then I used, I think, the modeling tool to go in and add in the fence supports. I kind of had to use the Axiom mod for this. Like if I built this whole thing by hand, I feel like it probably would have taken a year. With the Axiom mod, it took about 4 hours. It said the replay files said 3 hours and 47 minutes, but replay files don't include time spent paused, and I did spend a lot of time paused while I was like measuring out stuff in Google Earth. So as I'm doing this, I'm also like smoothing out the track, because earlier what I did is just like a super rough version of the track, and luckily smoothing out the track is also what allows it to appear in the replay mod. On an unrelated note, this is completely unrelated to anything. I know it's annoying when people say this, but the other day I was looking at my YouTube statistics, and there's always a low amount of people who are subscribed. That's just how YouTube is. But it was fully bottomed out. It was at 0.1% of viewers are subscribed. I just think that's crazy. I'm not mad. I'm not bad about it. I'm just disappointed. So yeah, you guys gotta get that number up. Some interesting history about this ride. It was built in 1927. It's actually not that notable at the time. It was pretty big, but it wasn't like the tallest in the world. There was another ride, humorously also called the Cyclone, a couple years earlier that was a bit taller. In 1960, though, they were going to tear it down because they were going to build an aquarium in the same spot, because aquariums, they make a lot more money than roller coasters. But all the people that live there, they were not happy about that. Oh, this replay mod shot, by the way, took forever to record, and it still doesn't look great because I'm really bad at using replay mod. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So the people who lived near this ride were not happy that they were replacing with a roller coaster or with an aquarium. This ride is iconic. So they started like a campaign to get them to keep it around, and their campaign was successful. The aquarium was not built, and the ride still stands right where it was to this day on Coney Island at Luna Park in New York City. You might have noticed that for like the past year or so, I haven't really been uploading videos. Like I uploaded a couple shorts, but I hate shorts. I just upload them because they're easy. So what I'm really trying to do right now is just find out like what style of video I want to make. So if you guys have any feedback or like what you want to see, just leave a comment. Everything I'm doing right now is completely experimental, just trying to figure out, just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks. So right now I'm building up a station in the ride. I could make the station functional, but I didn't bother because that's just extra work, and to get like the recordings and stuff, it doesn't have to be functional. this isn't really something I've talked about, but the reason I like this mod so much is because I don't think I've mentioned this in any of my videos, but I'm like super into roller coasters in real life. I've been on about 400 of them. Relative to most other roller coasters, this one's actually pretty mid. Like I like how historic it is, but yeah, it's not a great ride in real life. My version of it here actually goes a bit faster than it does in real life, just because I actually turned down the friction to get it to move faster than in real life, because in real life it kind of crawls around some of those big turns on the edges, because at the time like they didn't have the technology we do now, so in order to reduce wear on the track, you can't have super fast bank turns. They just have it go up high and slowly make its way around so before it can drop and do some more hills and stuff. The build is coming to a close here. The Cyclone famously has that sign at the top. I was gonna do it with blocks, but that would have been way too big, so I ended up just using banners for that. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It was really fun to make. So I'm gonna cut to the POV of the ride now so you can see how it turned out.